really trust. But anyways, so just I'm gonna go over basically the notes I wrote down from the last session, that are relevant to what happened. So, you guys exited last session by getting getting sucked through cages. Uh, all of you went through a cage that were located in the basement of a tavern. You basically there was no real discussion on how you got to a tavern. That was never decided or discovered. You just know that you were there, and well, now you're not. Um, there is a few people that were like notable characters. Particularly the two ladies that just kind of didn't want you to be in the basement. Zach had some conflicts with those ladies at the inn, aggravated them very much. He also stole the Scry orb, uh, which was the orb that you guys talked to that had the spirits in it. And before you guys left, the last key that was received, he had to pull out of a fireplace, which obviously burnt his arm.
Oh, great, he's even uglier now.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's racist.
Ooh,
Leave them
burn.
alone. In terms of the soul orb, even though Zach has it in his possession, the only two people that kind of communicated with it were Carrie
The
and
necromancer.
Xena. Yeah, yeah. And hmm, it's probably not important, but I will mention like in terms of investigating the tavern, another thing that you guys noticed was the sweet dreams carved into a wardrobe. So the tavern itself just had very ominous vibes, if you will. Cool. I think that's probably the most important things to mention about the last session. I don't think there's anything else. I mean, yeah, you guys had the tavern master dude, guy that was serving drinks. I mean, the farmer and his lady friend. But nothing too crazy happened there beyond the interactions between you guys, like how Garzvog was using intimidation on some of his friends to make them shove the key into the cages. But that's not something that I'm gonna be like, oh, hey, this person remembers that. Like, that's up to you if you want to react to him in a hostile manner from now on. But yeah, so let's go ahead. Let me pull these back up just to make sure I have
You
them.
already come with your own chair. Why do you need to take another
Who's
one?
coming?
All right,
You
that was
leave the
that was
handicap
actually
alone.
offensive. If someone is in a wheelchair, and I apologize.
He can have his own parking spot.
Okay, that's fair.
He is in a wheelchair. That's funny as hell. Cool. All right.
Yeah, it's not
So,
gonna move up. I tried.
That's dumb. Well, that works. Two brothers, one seat.
Is that like two girls, one cup?
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
so you guys awaken inside of a worn wooden building, and you're all just kind of like sitting in chairs, in a circle. The purple-red sunlight blends in with a thick fog around the cabin that you're in, and it's partially illuminating the room, through decayed holes in the wall. It's still dark in there, so you can't necessarily see the face of the people around you. However, some of them, particularly an orc, kind of stands out. You kind of, recognize the figure, so you have an idea of who the people around you might be. And Harry, I need you to roll a D100.
Good lord.
I know.
20.
It says 2, I think.
Yeah, no, that's a
I
2.
got a 10, so I said 20. Or do you want me to roll
Okay.
it
Oh, we
twice?
don't actually. No, our thing doesn't go
There's
up to
no
D100.
100s.
Yeah.
Nah, just reach in this sack over here. I got you. Come on over here. Here, I'll just put it on your table. It's on your it's on Christian's seat. It's on your seat now.
All right, my
There you
app
go.
has a D100.
You can just
I can
drop it in
screenshot
Deluxe
it
Tower
if you guys
tray
want
over here.
verification.
Don't know if that's a 60 or a 90.
Oh, you're right. I think it's a 90 because like
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
yeah.
Because
All right.
the other way.
Sure.
Honestly, we'll pull this up later, but I'm gonna type it in because I don't think you have it open. You don't have your Wild Magic Surge chart open, do you?
My what?
Your wild magic like chart.
Oh no, I can't real quick though.
Oh, it's cool. I got it. Okay. So everybody's sitting in this circle, and suddenly Zuck just becomes invisible. He just kind of disappears,
I Frodo
and
Me?
No me.
Zuck.
No,
that's
Zuck,
scary.
not Xenis.
Oh, okay.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah. So Carrie's character becomes invisible, and besides that, the only other outstanding thing you notice is there's a man in a wheelchair and there's a letter on the ground. So like you guys are kind of free to interact, question things that have happened, what you see. Yes.
I pick up the letter.
Hey, Orc,
Okay.
My
can you read?
invisibleness.
So you guys see a letter floating in the air. You can only assume that this must be the man that just disappeared. The letter says to Arminius from Uhtred. So Arminius is Christian's character, if you don't
Yeah.
remember.
Sounds like I don't know what the fuck that means.
Alright,
Well,
is
who
that all the
fuck
letter
is
says, or
Arminius?
oh, he hasn't opened
that's-
it yet?
Yeah, that's all it says on the
Okay.
outside.
I walk up and take it,
Okay.
cause I'm like, all right, well that's
Yeah.
me. I'm like, but this is impossible, cause he's dead.
Alright.
So
Are we just
I'm-
gonna let him take that? Are we just gonna let him take that?
Are we just gonna let me be
gonna let him
rude?
Take that?
Zach, I think you're muted.
Zach, unmute yourself.
Aw,
Alright.
I'm trying to provoke the Zach to attack
I mean, if they're
him.
letting me take it, I'm gonna open it, cause it's a
No.
floating letter.
Xenis attacking me.
Bitch, no. I'm gonna slap it out of your hand.
I'm screaming. Tension, guys, tension.
Oh my god.
Stop it, Carrie.
You're scaring the kids. Also, Andrew, I guess you're a little bit new. You can do, like, if how he's a ghost is holding a note essentially right now. Like, if you want to say I take the note, like you can do something. Like, obviously don't be a dickhead. Like, if somebody else is taking a note, like somebody over here, you don't have to like snatch it from them, but like feel free to say like I do this. Like you can make actions too. You don't have to let everybody else do all the talking.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
I tell Xenis to fuck off. That was addressed to me, and therefore is my property.
Oh yeah, true.
And then I pick it up.
hope, I hope it's
What
got
do you think
dog
this is,
poop
the
in it.
United States government? There's no such thing as property here.
I chose evil instead of neutral right now. I'd probably fuck with it even more.
All right, cool. So yeah, Christian. I'm assuming that means that we've came to the conclusion that Christian's in possession of the note. Are you choosing to open it, or are you just?
He already
Yeah.
said.
I'm.
yeah, open it.
I have much curious.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah.
He dead.
So you open the note, and inside it just says, "I've been waiting for you. I'm sorry that we had to meet in these circumstances, but could you come to Shadowground?"
Hey, hey, little man, what's that note say?
Well, I'm assuming you can read common, but it's saying a location we should go to from someone who's supposed to be dead.
Interesting.
Who's stacking our characters?
I don't know, but it's frustrating me.
I can't get mine.
Stop it! Stop it! Jesus Christ!
All right.
Hey, Professor X, what's up, man? What's your deal? Why are you here, Baldy?
Yeah,
That's
I'm a look.
random.
I'm gonna turn and look at Andrew's character and be like,
You.
"Do you know about this? Who are you?" And I'm just gonna start
Yeah.
bombarding him with questions.
So you're the only person that hasn't, like, nobody's seen you, so now they're all asking you, basically.
All right, who
So
you be there, guy?
You can improvise. You can be like, "Hey, I'm here because of this," or you can say like, "I don't know." Like, you can make up your kind of own.
Yeah, we won't know if you're lying.
Well, then
I can't
say
read
that.
your character sheet.
Looks
Just tell 'em then.
nice.
I know. Dude, we're dummy. We're nerds. We're winging it.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew. I'm gonna make you.
Andrew, I'm gonna introduce you to a
Take us
series on
away.
YouTube.
About to pull an Among Us and kick you out of the ship, my guy.
Oh no. So just like let them know, like, hey, I don't like know why I'm here. Like everybody just basically, everybody just woke up
No one
inside this
knows why
house.
we're here.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm in a wheelchair.
Okay, that's a little suspicious.
Question
Like,
answer.
Oh my god.
I can't move.
Bruh.
My legs.
okay. So it seems that
Alright.
the party is used loosely. The characters that kind of know each other have stumbled across a few things. One of the characters turned invisible. Two, there's a letter from a guy telling you all to go somewhere, but nobody knows who he is besides one person. And three, there's just a random man in a wheelchair, and he doesn't even know how he's gotten there, so he seems confused, and may need help.
So there's two options for the guy in the wheelchair who still hasn't told us who he is. He's either a spy who was sent here to deliver this obviously fake letter, which means we should capture him and bind his hands because his legs apparently don't work.
Bind his legs.
Can I slap Christian?
You
He
better
talked
hope they don't.
How do you know the letter's fake? Did you look at the date?
Because the guy that wrote it is dead. He's been dead
But when
for
was it
a
written?
decade.
When was it
Oh god, what have I
written?
done?
The parchment is obviously not aged. It looks new.
You don't know that.
I'm holding it in my hand, and
He's
where's
no,
this
he can make
disembodied
this up
voice
for that.
coming from?
Ooh.
Ask the old man if his hands even work. Can you even write?
Can you write in this book? How old are you? Are you friendly?
Are you a boy or a girl?
Do you like toes?
Marcus Stroman, where
Is
are
there-
you?
Is there anyone here?
I mean, if you want to do something, like just claim like your action or something.
I got a 15 on the thermo.
Like you can just choose to like roll your wheelchair outside if you want. You don't even have to be in a wheelchair. You can just stand up and leave the wheelchair behind.
He's flying.
Okay, but to like announce that you're doing that. That way, like.
Oh,
it
you
makes
can't
it-
go
What's
that
scary
far.
is when you just start fucking levitating.
I'm gonna start checking under these fucking chairs and see if there's shit here or not.
Okay.
Wait,
I don't
you
know.
have the
Just
keys?
you look around and like there's kind of pitted holes in the floorboards, from how like decaying the building is. But there's nothing particularly interesting laying around within the house. Underneath
Break
the
floor.
chairs.
Break floor. Break floor.
Okay.
Do it, do it,
So,
do it.
Garzvog just, I mean, how are you break? Like, what's your action?
I would like to help him break the floor.
I would
Oh
like
my fucking
to
God.
just jump in the air and then land on my ass and go through the floor.
Oh, his ass bumping.
What do we
Yeah.
roll?
You don't just
Roll
Garzvog
for
just
ass.
Straight.
booty bashes the floor and collapses through it. There's just a bunch of bugs essentially and oyster. So like you're just kind of sitting there. Nothing crazy. No skeletons underneath, just bugs. Moist dirt.
The skeletons in the closet?
I promise, no skeletons.
Damn.
Well,
All right,
I didn't go
so
nowhere.
our second option, besides tying up this spy, is to get him to talk.
Okay.
Yeah, make him talk. Make him talk. Waterboard him.
He can't
Go.
dance.
I guess
so
it's
you
like
gotta
if you want to make him talk, ask him one question. Ask him one question at a time, please.
All right,
What is your favorite color?
that's valid.
Bald.
Blue.
The air just
Obviously.
asked you what your favorite color was. Some invisible fuck just asked. You know, Casper, what's going on? Why are you invisible right now? That's what I wanna
What
know.
do you see? Chickens. Is the short
Chickens.
answer.
You guys are not very good at bonding trust between each other. Or fostering trust, but this is gonna be interesting.
Chickens. Okay.
All right, mysterious guy, who are you?
This is where you coming in.
Wait.
If your character is based off of Gara, you can just go like talk about Gara's descriptions basically if you want.
Hold on. I'll be back.
He's gonna Google it.
Oh, I didn't write down like your description.
My dad was the
I mean, you can talk about like your race and stuff.
Hang on, I gotta
Like
look at my.
you know that like you have one
Put
tails
me in
inside.
a giant pot.
Like you can talk about that. Or
Look, I'm just asking your name. I ain't asking for your full life story, Chief.
Oh, my name's Slapnut.
Oh god, he went back to slap.
Slapnut.
Okay. I like it. Alright, Slapnut, so you don't know why you're here. Do you know how you got here? Because the rest of us don't.
Nope.
Did you touch anything before waking up here?
Nope.
Alright, he's a spy. I vote we.
Oh
tie
my
him up.
god! I was gonna say,
We throw him at the airlock.
I guess the real question. I mean, you're fine. That's totally fine. The real question is, are you going to leave a man in a wheelchair in this abandoned building? Oh,
Yes.
I mean, we
Oh,
could
God,
wheel him
yes.
with us.
Why don't we have the invisible guy help him out since
Just
it's like
tie
he's
the
not even
back
there
of my
anyway.
chair with
Oh,
a
that's
rope.
genius. And the invisible guy can keep an eye on him because he's a spy.
Yeah. He won't even know he's there.
why is
You
my
can't
chair
do that,
moving?
Andrew.
Oh, it's because he's telekinetic. Duh.
Yeah, it's Professor X. Duh.
Um,
Come on.
Oh yeah, I'm chaotic good.
Hey, Zach, are you actually outside? Like, is that where your characters move?
They talk too much.
That's fair.
Alright. And so, well, Zach's outside. I'm just gonna point out that he notices that there's two paths. One leading to the east and the other to the west.
Does anyone know what direction we're supposed to be heading is?
Least.
I would like to take a look around and see if there's
east.
anything nearby other than the two paths.
Okay,
Okay.
so I guess do a wisdom check. Wisdom.
Apparently there actually is some, otherwise there wouldn't be a check for it.
Oops, I did too.
You cheated motherfucker. Zach, I'm gonna have you do a perception check after she's done. I think it's wisdom.
What's my perception?
1 plus 15 is 16. I don't know which one to pick.
I got.
Let's do a new roll.
Fine.
I got 4 perception.
Alright, Zena got 9.
9. plus 1.
You notice that there's like what looks like a pass to the. I'm not good with direction. To the east. And to the west, it looks like things kind of flatten out, but you're not quite sure where, like, you are geographically. And Zach, you're doing your roll now?
Yeah, it's that plus 4, I think.
4? He's...
Yeah, because it's
17.
outside my perception.
Yeah, so now that you're outside, there's a little bit more light on you. You notice that the arm that you, like, reach into the fire with, there is a burn mark in the shape of a heron on it.
It's on
I don't
what?
know, the arm, like how you reach into the fire to pull out the key, whatever
Oh,
arm
yeah.
you use, probably your dominant. Well, I don't know, you might have used dominant, you might not have, but point is, there's like a burn mark in the shape of a heron.
Okay.
Oh, like the bird?
The
Yeah, it's
bird.
not heroin.
Yes. Do we
It
still have
sounded
the
like you
keys?
said like a hare. My brain didn't understand.
No.
I'm assuming this mark's apparent to anyone who looks at his arm.
Yeah, that's pretty apparent.
I rub shit on my arm.
Okay.
Where'd you get the shit from? Explain, sir.
Well, you see, there's a
said it.
biological process.
No.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, go ahead, Zia, you're thinking. I like that. I like the thinking.
If I just like did a little lap around this house, there's nothing interesting around here, huh?
Nah, it's just kind of dense forest. You don't notice any paths or anything. And Zach has moved to the fork.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I'm
we're
gonna
going
go up
to
to
the
the
fork.
fork and see if there's a road sign.
You can come if you want or not, Andrew. That's up to you. All right, so the man with the
Alright,
wheelchair
can I make it?
has. Where are you, Andrew?
It's in the woods. He's in the thick of it.
I'm into the thick of it. He has navigated with you. Yeah. So I guess the question is, which direction are you going? She did. I mean, you might want to relay what you're saying to them, and then of course you guys can choose to do a perception check as well. Like if somebody, literally, if anybody scores high, you might get more information.
Wait, what did she check for?
She basically looked around to kind of get, like, I guess, a view of the area, and just to the west, there's basically mountains with a gap in between them, and to the east, it looks like things kind of flat out. Like, yeah, there's mountains, but not like as high.
I guess I'll roll a perception check.
Well, I'll just note that perception or wisdom will both work for these. So if somebody has good wisdom, you might want to do that too.
Well,
shit.
9.
Yeah, so you just look, and distinguishing between rocks and more rocks doesn't really
Rock.
sit well with your brain. So you're just kind of like none of this matters. Like, I don't know, neither side makes sense. Cool. 8. Was that
Nope.
perception or wisdom?
Huh?
Carrie's roll.
He's talking to Carrie.
Aren't they basically the same?
Perception's a skill.
Yeah, so you can
So
have
if you're
extra
trained in the
points on
skill, you
Either way,
use
it's
that.
+1,
If
so
you're
it doesn't matter.
not,
And
Oh,
use your
hold
wisdom
on.
modifier.
Yeah, you guys are right, and thank you for pointing that out. So it would be. I'm gonna zoom in on your bathroom, Carrie, because like for some reason, I forgot there's a pop out option. So history is intelligence. Perception's wisdom. So intelligence or wisdom, I guess, can both work for this, but
Well, whenever Carrie's action's done, I'm gonna look around for a road sign, and if I don't see one, I'll do the roll.
road.
yeah, we just do that. Cause so you do look, there's a post, but it's just very worn, so you can't really see what's on it.
Great. All right, I'll go ahead and do the roll then.
We
Do the
should
roll.
go right.
What are we rolling for it? A D.
It just depends if you want to do. Oh, D20. Yeah, for
D20.
skill checks.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that's the 20. Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh wow.
Well,
Okay.
we found it.
D20. Yeah. So the ranger is
Oh, that
looking
makes
at the
sense.
layout. And
What a
he's
noob.
pretty sure that the land to the east is a pass called Cruin's Pass, and beyond that is remember the city name.
He picks up some dirt and is
It's
like,
like,
oh, yes, Cruise
um,
Pass.
Talon Guard or something like that. And from this deduction, he assumes, like, if Talon Guard's to the east, that to the west is Shadow Ground.
Yes. All right. I say we head west. One, I have experience in the mountains, so we should be able to maintain our movement speed. Two, that's where
I
we're
don't
supposed
feel
to
like
go.
wheeling all the way back there.
Yeah, so
Is it a trap? Yeah.
Andrew has
Oh,
yoinked
most
himself to that
definitely.
direction. But
Let's walk into a trap.
We're caught in
I don't
the
know if
trap.
this way is west or not.
I'm
This
just
is west.
assuming.
yeah, you guys
from-
gotta go west.
I go east.
All right. I am gonna bring up though, like, since I'm a ranger, I have the natural explorer feature, and I actually picked mountains as my thing. This is a
Wait,
mountainous terrain
is
we're heading
this
into,
one?
right?
For the most part, yeah. What, Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the
fine.
east. They're all on the west.
So for this, we can't become lost except by magical means.
Oh, I had to board backwards. Hold on, let me
specifically,
use my
I remain
superpowers
alert
and
to
go across
danger.
the bridge.
Oh wait, can you
We
repeat
don't
that?
need the
Sorry.
forge. Oh, basically, all that's pertinent to the group is, unless we start tracking something, we can't become lost except through use of magic, and difficult terrain doesn't slow down our travel.
Let's boost the whole squad. Noise.
Yeah,
Okay.
the rest just kind of applies to if we're foraging or tracking. So I'll bring
Alright.
those up as necessary.
Sure. So we'll just go from there. So the journey continues through Stensia's outland. Just a reminder, you're in the world of Innistrad, but Stensia is the kingdom that you're in. Christian's aware of that. I don't know how many of you are. I don't want to like say like, oh, nobody is, because I can't dictate your guys' backstories, but we'll at least establish that Christian is aware of the layout by way of being a ranger. But yeah, through Stensia's Outland Valley, along winding stone paths dotted by grim pine trees, and ignore the fact that these trees are not pine trees, and flanked by the far-flung mountain ranges with bony peaks reaching to the cloudy sky. Sprouting from one such mountain is a castle with many spires and its imposing structure casting a long shadow from the stony peaks. A hazy fog looms over the valleys, lightly obscuring objects in the distance. The sky is awash in warm orange-red with dark purplish-red clouds covering the setting sun. I will add in, so the world itself is pretty grim, so like typically this kind of low light is going to be dominant. Like yeah, at noon it will be bright like normal day, but like around 6, just literally year round, it starts kind of getting like sundown.
Dark vision for the save.
You guys are approaching this location. Hey, a big boy. Approaching this location while you're journeying to east. So tucked between the road and the mountainside are the dilapidated remnants of a small chapel. The roof had been kind of damaged long ago, so like there's shingles missing. I know it looks kind of pretty intact there. Don't worry about it. And the stone foundation is like kind of covered, so like on the outside it's just basically the dirt and vegetation are rising up around the base of it. That's how old it is. And you can see that like the stained glass, so basically the windows are broken in, and they're just kind of laying, like some of the glass is inside, some is outside, just depends like how it was broken. Oh yeah, play that music, play that good shit. And so like you see this church kind of on the roadside, and you hear chanting inside of it. Well, coming from inside of it.
I don't necessarily
Wait,
like
you
the
can't
sound of
hang-
that.
sorry.
I'm calling it. It's a cult.
Am I still invisible?
Do you want to go inspect it, Andrew? No, you're not visible. Sorry. Yeah. So
Oh yeah, wheelchair man's going things.
all right.
But-
So go ahead and roll a d20.
I'm in the roof. A D20.
So go over to your seat. I mean, you can use anybody's dice, I guess, but and just whatever one says 20 on it, let it roll. And you're doing a perception check, so you got a 10. You go over to your character sheet, and you find perception. So you get a +3 in your perception. If you want to make it bigger, you can either zoom in or at the top of your character sheet. There's a little square. Right there, you can click that. The little square. Yep, click that. And you can do this too to make it bigger. So you don't, since you're doing a perception check, you do your d20. You got a 10 or whatever, and then you add 3 to it.
13.
Yep. So Andrew. Well, wait. Slapnut. Is your name really Slapnut? Oh my god. All right, Slapnut. Looks like inside through one of the broken windows at the front of the chapel, and he notices 3 skeletons in there, and they are doing what looks like a ceremony, but you're not quite sure like what it's for, or anything at this point. You just see them in there doing a ceremony. And Andrew, so you're the only person that sees this. You can choose to tell them, or you could technically go in by yourself. You can just back out and not say anything. That's up to you.
Just say it.
So you're gonna let them know?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, just at that, Andrew has basically kind of came back and announced to y'all that, you know, there's 3 skeletons in there. They look like they're doing the ceremony, but you're not quite sure, you know, what the ceremony is. You can't hear the words from here. You can just make out that they are saying something.
Alright,
Is Carrie still invisible?
No,
No.
Carrie's invisibility kicked out like while journeying. 'Cause that's
well,
undescribed.
I just kind of loosen my sword in my sheath, just because cults make me uncomfortable.
Can I observe them from afar? And since my character like is technically a shapeshifter, try and like copy their image.
Become a skeleton.
Yeah, look like Skelly Boy.
So,
Um,
muscles.
go for it. I'm gonna say we're gonna do it. Yeah, roll a d20. We're doing a deception check.
I like
Is
it.
there a barrel nearby?
That's what you see is Xenis sucks.
Oh.
So you try to imitate them. You become a skeleton. Are you like walking kind of into the doorway of the chapel?
I was just gonna be camouflaged in case shit goes down.
Oh, so
You
like
fuck
were you
up
trying to
so
become a
bad.
skeleton or no? Is what I was kind of asking.
Do what?
I don't know. Like, were you shapeshifting into a skeleton? I guess I should have asked, or were you just have shapeshifting into like?
I mean, if they're doing like a culty thing and they're all skeletons, then yeah, I'm trying to be like them.
Okay.
He ends up turning into something really bad.
I'm a cartoon
No.
skeleton.
No, I mean, yeah, you become a skeleton, but
Something's
I guess it's
obviously off.
where's your positioning is what I should ask. Though. Like, were you like looking in the doorway? Were you just kind of?
Oh, yeah.
You
I
did
was-
say far off, so I don't like want to like feel like.
Yeah, I peeped in to see what they looked like and tried to look like them.
Sure.
I wouldn't stay in for a long time. I was just there for a sec.
I guess one more question is: do you know if your shapeshifting is considered magic, or is it just like? I mean, you said it's racial, so. I don't know.
That's my race, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Oh, good. Race
nothing
of,
crazy is happening right now. You're you're a skeleton, but like
Mystiques.
nothing's happened.
Cool.
I walk in the front door.
Sure.
Bold.
So Carrie walks in the front door, and the skeletons look at, well, like, the one leading the service, there's one leading the service, the other two are sitting, like, at the very front pews, and they... Okay, well, I'll explain. So, Carrie, you walk in, just as a perception thing, you don't have to roll. You see that they're wearing, like, basically cathars, so clerk robes, and two of them are sitting on the pews with their heads bowed, and the other one is basically leading the service from behind a podium, an altar, whatever you would want to call it, and he just has his arms outstretched like a preacher would. The one that's leading the service kind of points at you and then like gestures and like says like basically he's signaling you to come join the service with them.
Bet.
Okay, but Andrew, you're well, I don't know, you were at the doorway, so you seen that and you decided to go in. Okay, so Andrew's entered to join the service with them.
Christian, would you mind letting me see that letter you got?
Yeah, we're close enough. I'd hand it over.
Cool. Okay. I just wanted to take a little look, see, read it over real quick.
Alright.
Nothing special to see here.
Scan it for
On that
magics.
letter.
Scan it for magic.
Yo, that's actually
Yeah.
not a dumb idea. I can't because I'm not magic.
And Carrie, did you actually go in with them when they signaled to you, Carrie? Carrie die. Carrie, you die. Carrie
He
I see him
died.
looking.
No one
He
here.
died.
He just being quiet.
Yeah, he mumble.
What's your plans, Carrie?
Sit in the back.
Okay, so Carrie's just sitting at the back of the service.
Damn, that was my plan.
I mean, there's plenty of seats. You don't have to not sit in the back still.
What is this, church?
Yes.
Oh,
God.
no, Christian, do a d20 perception check.
Me? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, hold on. Is religion wisdom?
Religion is actually its own skill. I've got a +1
Like-
to it.
Intelligence. It's intelligence.
All right.
Yeah.
So you can either do intelligence or perception, whatever one you're higher in.
I'm higher in perception, so we'll go with
All
that.
right.
So, plus
Okay,
3.
Perception. Yeah. So we'll just go ahead and say that it was for both of them. It's no harm done. Basically, you're kind of observing still, as you were thinking about going to the sit at the back, and it appears that one, they've been here for several years, and two, that what they're holding seems to be a religious service. At the back, you see a banner that has a heron hanging, like the banner has a heron on it.
Oh, alright. I still don't know Zach's name, so I'm gonna be like, Orc,
Spot.
hold up your arm.
I don't know. Does he know?
Did you-
Has
yeah,
he?
he doesn't know.
Zach? Yeah, Christian. You slow down there.
No,
don't know that
that's
I
why I
have
asked if the tattoo was visible to everyone.
Yeah, but you didn't look for it, so
Oh yeah, like
why
they
would-
can
why would
see
you
it, but
just,
if
like,
you don't,
actively
yeah.
notice it? You don't know who I am. How did you know it wasn't there to begin with?
What? Because I've been traveling with you. I can see your body. Or is it covered by
I mean, you can do a
clothing?
perception check, but
You
he
put
does have.
poop on it.
Actually,
I
that's your. He did not shit on his arm. Also, that's
I'm
your
not
choice.
even
Zach,
in
if
there.
you want to
so
have
you'd
sleeves.
have to walk back out and tell me to come in there.
Oh.
Well, he's not fully in yet. Are you? I guess that's your decision.
Alright, I'll just say it looks familiar then, but I don't know where I've seen it.
I am levitating.
That's
on
valid,
top of-
especially with you
Oh, I'm in the floor.
knowing some of this world. That's valid.
Why am I in the floor?
Andrew's losing his mind.
So, Christian, like you're officially inside now.
Me?
That was a question.
I'm gonna stay out with Xenis for a minute. At least until I get my letter back.
Here, you can have your letter back. I don't need it anymore. I just wanted to read it.
Alright, thanks. Yeah, I'm still gonna hang around outside, just because I'm getting the not good vibe from these people.
Fair.
Are you talking to me or to Trey?
I was just kind of announcing my action and the reasoning behind it.
That's fair.
So I guess to
Please call
Trey.
me Dungeon Master. I have a
Alright.
name. Yeah, no.
Yes, Dungeon Master.
Daddy DM.
Yeah.
DDM.
Cool. So nothing. I'll just like go ahead and stay before anybody says anything. Like nothing's changed. Like literally, 2 people joined the service, and it's still going on as normal. So like the skeletons aren't showing any change in behavior. They're just still leading the service.
So we don't see.
Wait. Are they
I'm
talking
gonna
in a
go
strange
sit in
language?
the front row.
Okay.
Sit me down in the front row. I want to see this shit up close.
Are you saying like right beside one, or are you just kind of staying at the other end of
No.
the pew? Okay.
The front row.
She said no.
Not in the middle. Not in the ring there. Just in the front row.
Okay. So we got 3 players
Just
inside.
Sit in the middle of the
Yeah.
column.
I'm gonna put my hood up, just that way it obscures my face.
Sure.
Kind of walk in and sit and like stand in the corner with my hand on my sword, just ready to pull it if shit gets weird.
Gotcha.
I'm watching the service. What's happening?
I don't know is that wheelchair man is a ninja master.
That leaves you, Mr. Poopy Arm.
Sneaky.
Just a poopy arm. I'm sorry, I didn't hear like a lot of what happened because I was messing with my stream.
We're all inside.
No, yeah, you're good. Just everybody has one
In the
inside.
front row. Everybody else is basically in the back row.
Zach is gonna Zach is gonna crush the whole building if he comes in.
a virgin.
So-
Let's see. So I could do a perception check. What did Christian find out with his perception check?
Your
So when he
tattoo.
looked inside, there was a few things. One, he noticed that there was a heron banner hanging behind the podium. Like it's really big, fairly easy to see. He noticed, well, it was more of kind of a deduction, but he's pretty sure that these skeletons, one, are doing a religious ceremony. So it's not like they're doing a spell or anything. 2, it seems like they've been doing this like endlessly, non-stop.
How many skeletons are there?
3 of them.
All right. Pretty good odds.
As soon as he asked how many are there, I think I knew where his train of thought was going.
All right.
Are you going in, or are you just...
Barging in there, taking out my weapons. Then don't look at me like
So this man has no reverence for religion.
looking at you like
Note that
that.
down.
just start smashing on him.
Oh no, he's smashing the skeletons.
Just close the stream. Just close the stream. God
He's
damn
got a
it.
bone to
Come
pick with
into
these
their
people.
house of God, their house of worship, and you're just gonna smack on some
Does
skeletons.
anybody
I'm not
want to
doing
try to
necromancy.
protect
I
the
don't-
skeletons?
I'm gonna try and I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do
You
with
act
this
like
big
you
brute.
can do anything.
Oh lord. Oh okay.
Just
We're
go
actually
ahead
in
and
the
drop your
building now.
characters. I would shrink them down, just drop them to where they're actually sitting at.
So that's the front. I'm in the back in the corner. So if he
I'm
just
like in
yeeted
the-
up here, I don't even have time to react.
I'm on top of Zach now.
Yeah, I would try and make them like within the grid lines if you can.
Yeah,
Alright.
like,
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't think I have permission to shrink mine still.
it should be like. I guess
Oh,
game
wait,
wide
maybe I'm
division, but yeah, it's plus and minus, Christian. Plus and minus.
Oh yeah. Well,
oh,
Oh, yeah, I tried to use the number key ones, but they don't work. Or, like, okay, this is fine.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. I'm making some observations from the map here. There's a throne. There's a book. I want to check that shit out.
Well, it depends, cause Zach, you went for smashing confirmed. Nobody's seeing this man storming up to the front and thinking, wait, nobody.
I mean, wait. Sure. Wait.
Okay.
No.
That's fair. Well, you notice him storming past you, so like, you could try to stop him. But all right. So
what's he gonna
while
do,
Zach,
kill him?
while Zach is storming down the aisleway, the skeleton leading the service seems almost shows excitement. He doesn't really have muscle tendons, so he can't smile, but you almost get a sense of excitement from him noticing Zach's character coming down the aisleway at him. And Zach, you notice this big hair and banner.
Makes me even more pissed. You put this on my arm.
Why are you like this? Should have never been you that reached in the fire, Harry. Damn it.
I mean, I'm a necromancer, but I can't do any kind of cool
There's-
necromancy shit yet because my skill's too low.
Can I try to
Oh,
cast
man.
sleep on Zach?
Okay, go for it. Do you have sleep? You have sleep. Do you
Yeah.
have? Are you just making that
Yes.
out? All right, go for it, Carrie.
We're gonna go over here and take a gander.
It's gonna fail.
Yes,
This is
sir.
your one
Sure.
chance for me not to screw up tonight.
What's Carrie doing?
He's trying to put me to sleep.
I'm sorry. All
I
right,
mean, like,
Zach not sleepy. He is just angry.
If you really
Alright.
wanted to, if it's gonna mess with it too bad, you could have said the number you had to beat was 1.
No. Like I said, there's an outcome for both. It honestly doesn't matter. In terms of the actual storyline, this was just something I incorporated. Towards your part. Give me like 2 hours. Just playing. I just have to pull some skeleton figurines out. But combat is happening. It's definitely a surprise. So you get attack advantage, Zach, and your initiative is also going to be 1. So can you even edit your? No, you can't.
Yeah, I can on my page.
Well, you can do it on your page. You can also just do on your note card, like initiative 1, just like type it in maybe. That way everybody can kind of see where you're at. But
I can't work.
this building's fucking huge if each of these is 5 feet.
yeah,
That's all I'm saying. I didn't realize the
probably
building
cut
was
it
that
because-
big.
that's one of those things we'll have to look at. So like, make them 10 feet, just playing, maybe half it. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Even still, 50 feet's really long.
Not really. 50
2,
feet's
4, 6, 8.
pretty good for a building.
That wasn't the entire length. That was like almost
Oh.
half. 2, 4, 6.
No,
8,
100 feet
10,
makes sense for a
12.
church.
You think so? 14. Yeah, I'm not good at distances. Yeah, I guess that's fine then. So we'll say that each block is
long church for 3 skeletons.
what was I getting at? 2.5 feet? Is I think what I was doing?
Oh my god. I don't know how to multiply that to get 30, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just say that each, every 2 squares is 5 feet.
Okay.
Both left
Yeah,
and
I can do that.
yeah. Um, so this part, and maybe this is something I should do beforehand. Basically, I have to reach into like another set to pull out, um, models, and I don't know how long it will take to load. It shouldn't take that long because I'm literally just gonna type in skeleton. And it should go straight to the skeleton and try to instead of like loading everything else. But I don't know. We'll find out.
In the meantime, do you
I'll
want us to
load
go
it
ahead
now.
and roll to see who, or how are we determining the combat order?
I would just say everybody go ahead and roll a d20. I'm not paying attention because I'm doing something else. After you roll a d20, either remember your number or just type it into your little note card. I will be there in a second.
Yeah.
Ooh. What the fuck? Guys, you gotta take the D20 away from me.
This is
Your
broke,
rolls.
dude.
Oh, you are getting 20s.
I just got
Like
3
that.
in a row. That's not good.
It's actually good, Christian.
I know, but it's
This
gonna
way
come
I-
back to bite me in the ass when it's important. All my luck's gonna be gone.
Well, my rolls were like last game.
Mine are always terrible.
Oh yeah, you did have good rolls.
At least you're consistent.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we have a bone to pick with you.
You're not a comedian.
It's a part of my character. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'll let it pass. I'll let it slide.
Said I'll let it slide this time.
Also, they don't look like these. These are just.
I can't even pop out my sheet anymore. I like to make
Models.
jokes, though.
Nope,
That's
they look
fair.
exactly like this. They got boots on and everything.
Why is he bigger than me? I'm gonna scale me up. No, not really.
I mean, you totally can. I'm probably just gonna make them as big as the grid. The thing is, this grid looks. I think it's just because the floor patterns are a little bit wonky.
Whoa.
Maybe back a little bit because he's supposed to be in this
What?
area. You can move forward right after if you want. I'm gonna lock the NPCs until they're ready to move.
That's
Okay.
that's
So
probably
everybody
good.
has like a number remembered, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me roll. real
Wait,
quick.
I can check that.
I'm using your roll thing, Zach.
Okay.
Yes.
Oops.
I don't know what the 2 numbers are, but
I didn't give myself a note card. What the
Yeah.
what? All I have to do is copy yours. I'm just gonna take your note card.
No, my note card.
I don't know where it actually put it at.
um.
Oh, I found it.
So I'm probably going to be using my bow. So you know where it says like range,
Yep.
150/600. Is that minimum and maximum range?
150. So okay, so if you do it within 150, it kind of gets a penalty. If you do it,
Past 600.
yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
that
where's
makes sense.
Christian sitting?
I'm all the way in the back corner, dog.
I thought you were in the back, sitting down.
No, I was in the corner because I thought that the pews. In my head I only thought there were 3 rows of pews, and I didn't want to be that close in case they like summoned a giant creature from like
Big bone.
Elder Scrolls Online.
All right. So
You know what I'm talking about.
Zach, once again, he's got initiative 1. He just went in crawl. Next, Christian, what was your number?
20.
20. Christian's automatically second. Zena, what's your? Where?
Bad. 3.
3. Carrie, what's yours?
13.
13. And Andrew, what's yours? 14.
14.
Alright, so
Zach, Christian, Andrew, carry me.
kind of. I'm sorry, I might have to repeat some of the numbers, but for now it's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody scored lower than a 2, correct? Just say yes if you did, but I don't think anybody did. Yeah,
Lower than what?
nothing, you're good.
You
Does
got a
anybody
20.
score? If somebody scored lower than a 7, say yes. Or 7 or lower. Okay. So I'm just gonna type this real quick. I just want to like write down the straight up order that way. I'm gonna have to do health bars too. It's fine. Maybe I'll start using pen and paper.
I mean, theoretically, no.
What?
Well, I was thinking for us, like each character, but yeah, for the Skellies, possibly.
Yeah. Wait, Andrew, what was your score?
14.
Yep. And Kara, you were like 13 or something. You were right below him, weren't you?
Yeah, 13.
Okay. Alright, I got the order laid out now. Alright, so, yes, we are officially in combat. So, I guess a few things are. One, I'm not familiar with combat. The most important thing to point out, I guess, not necessarily most, but the point is, each round consists of 1 minute. The reason I'm saying that is, like, especially people that are using magic, some magic requires a casting time. So if your casting time is 1 minute, then that means you basically, like, you skip a round, and then you would cast a spell the next round. Beyond that, I guess the next important part is initiative. So if you're first, then you know you get to attack first. Whoever's second gets to go second, and so on. The skeletons, so like the enemies you're facing, also have initiative. So right now, the order is Zach, Christian, then Skeleton 3. Skeleton 3 is the one beside you, Xena. Then it's Andrew, Carrie, Skeleton 2, which is the one the opposite view, and then Xena, and then Skeleton 1, which is the one that's literally getting blitzed right now. So yes, in terms of combat, because you are just straight up blitzing the Skeleton Zach, you can choose. I mean, I don't know if you have more than one weapon, but you basically get to choose which weapon you're approaching with.
I'm going with my maul.
Straight. So then, yeah, you would just do roll 2d6.
Yep. So am I going ahead and doing that now?
If you actually want to wait a few seconds, it's totally cool. I think I can make this work on my computer, but the thing is, it's just there's a lot of stuff for me to do with only 2 screens. So I have a pen. I just want to find paper, and I will probably just write this down rather than trying to pop it up on like my second screen. And where did I slap that piece of paper?
Oh, the one right there. Actually, all the skeletons kind of look like what I was thinking about.
I didn't mean to roll that, but I'll take it.
You got 2 6s?
I rolled 1 6, it was a 6.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Then you can
And
just
then
roll.
a 3, so I get 9 damage.
That's fine.
Where the paper?
The skeleton's going to be weak to certain attacks.
I think everything is, so like, you know, I was like bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing, like,
Yeah.
I'm sure, not necessarily everything, but most things have at least one of those. It's just 2. I think I put actually, I know exactly where the paper is. Alright, we're good. So, just keep that number in your head for like a few more seconds. And that's going to be Skeleton 1 that's getting blitzed. Oh, you can use the restroom, it's fine. You don't technically have to be here until it's your
I'll
turn.
take the laptop with you.
But yeah, don't do that.
At least
We'll
turn
get
your camera off. I don't want to be flagged for CP.
I don't want him to be touching himself while our cameras are on.
So he's gotta use his hands, man. Alright. Can you tell me your damage again?
Oh, it's 9 total.
Alright. We are into the thick of it, as said earlier.
The skeleton's still alive. Or
I'm double
undead.
checking. I have to double check something. So also, I'm sorry, roll a d20 as well.
Sick. Yep.
19. All right, yeah, because I had to make sure it hit. He did 9 damage. Okay. I guess I have to roll for his AC. I need to put one of these back at my table. Well, I'm just gonna roll yours. Because it's a 19, it's basically, yeah. So you do hit. Quick question, does anybody know when we started?
When?
Like 11.
Yeah,
11.
11. Alright, because, just to prevent time from dragging on, we'll just go ahead and say the difference there also counts as a critical hit, and you had advantage, so your blitz actually just busts, the skeleton. So, like, the skeleton is just, that skeleton absolutely collapses. Then there's still 2 more present. Because, yeah, you got 9 and then plus 4. 2 for advantage, and then I don't remember how much critical is, but I think 2 is appropriate. Cool. So then it, I'm just gonna pop him. So then Christian, you would be second. So there's once again 1 by Xena, and then there's 1 across the way. And doesn't.
I'm gonna take my bow out, and I'm gonna shoot at the one across the way.
Unlock me.
Like this one that my thing's circling. That way there's less
Yeah.
chance I'll hit
So
somebody.
just roll a d20 first.
Alright. Ganks Andrew.
That would be unfortunate. Maybe if you like roll a 1, then I.
Oh god.
Yeah, you do. You roll a 3. The arrow that you fire just literally slips between his bones.
Okay. I should have seen that coming.
Yeah. So like, no hit
that was
there.
my attack. I'm going to move. Each of these is 2.5 feet, so 2 is 5. 1.
Yeah, go ahead and move. Yeah, you're fine. Move yourself. That'll help me a lot.
That's 10. Alright, I'm just gonna move like 15 feet. I lied. I'm gonna take my full movement. 15. 1, 2. So that was 10.
Girl, I don't know. You got a whole minute to do the 1 arrow and walk. You
Oh
got
yeah,
plenty
that's
of time.
crazy. Alright, I'm just gonna stop right here. I think that's close to 30.
Well, I think. I don't remember what it is. I think each action's supposed to happen within 6 seconds, like each person's turn, and then the. I don't remember. Fuck, I don't remember how it is exactly. But yeah, we'll stick with that. Anyways, let me double check because I'm pretty sure it's a skeleton now. Yeah, so skeleton 3. So the one besides Xena, because Xena hasn't aggroed, it's not worried about Xena. It actually advances towards basically Zach, because he's the only one that's officially aggroed.
Yes, I have an aggro.
Yeah, I mean, it noticed the arrow, but like it wasn't at it. It's
It
more
didn't
just,
hit, so it doesn't care.
so that's
So,
whatever,
this guy
5
sucks.
feet, 10 feet, and
Hey,
then right
come here,
there.
buddy.
Well, we'll come up the stairs, I guess, to make it official. But the point is, they're within attacking range. And what's your armor class, Zach?
11.
I don't remember if I'm doing the armor class right. I think I am. Okay. Oh, I do have a dice roller. It's just like right underneath my nose. 5. Yeah. The skeleton tries to hit you, but because he's literally a like, you know, churchgoer and he's a skeleton, his attack just kind of brushes off of you. And
Churchgoers.
I'm just saying he's not a very physical person at this point in his life.
That makes sense. He doesn't have any muscles.
That's true. No muscles. Attack 0. 0 damage. And then, so, yes. Well, I can go ahead and put initiative on the board, like, so everybody can see it, but it's not a big deal because I'll just keep telling y'all. But it is now Andrew's. So, Andrew, you don't have any weapons currently. You
Yeah, I
do, well, actually, you have kunai. You can use it as a throwing weapon. You have 8 of those. You can stab somebody with it, and you can also just punch. Literally, your unarmed damage does as much as your kunai, so it's your choice if you want to rise up out of your wheelchair.
I will.
You don't have to fight either, by the way. You can just choose not to.
You know what I will do? I will use my powers and get out of my wheelchair.
Okay.
And I will 360 no scope the skeleton. This one I don't know which I think, and
That's
then
fair.
and did 200 pump him in the forehead.
All right, so roll a d20.
D20.
Yeah, because you have to see if it hits first before you can like actually do damage. 19. Yeah, so this wheelchair man just hops out, spins in a circle, and launches a kunai into the skeleton's head. If you said no scope, that's your throwing weapon. So go ahead and roll. I think it's 1d4.
Me?
Yeah, you.
1d4. I think that's this one.
A 4. Yeah. So yeah, you throw it into its skull, and like it, its head knocks back. It's still standing. But it's basically staggered at this point. Like it has no there's no counterattack it can do. So
Finish him.
you stood up, you threw it at it, you knocked it in the head. You can choose to stay where you are. You can create distance between you and it. So like you did your attack, but you get to make an action with your attack as well. So you just want to stay there. You want to make movement.
I'll like move up right to where he is and see what he does.
Okay, so you're gonna position yourself closer to it.
Oh, I just went through
It
the
ate him.
floor.
And he literally just fell through that motherfucker. Oh no, you didn't. I think it just did a wonky with you.
He used his ninja abilities.
He went stealth mode. Alright, so then after Andrew, it rotates to Carrie.
But I'm sticking to my initial plan. Acid splash the skeleton by Andrew. It's instantaneous. So
Does it have a distance they can be cast at?
60 feet.
Okay, yeah, you're within that. You're good.
Yeah. I guess just D20 it then first, and then I guess if you have a damage roll or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be
8. Sure, that's fine. And then do your damage roll if you have one. I don't remember if you said it has damage or if it's just a set amount.
it's 1d6.
You're lined up almost perfectly at it too.
Yeah. So your acid splash land, like it kind of hits the back of the pew a little bit, the pew nearest to it, but some of it still basically goes over and inflicts damage. So you said you rolled a 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it only does 3 damage, like because the thing absorbs some of it. Alright, and I think it's literally anybody but it's skeleton 2. So skeleton 1 splits, skeleton 2 is the one that's getting attacked right now. So skeleton 2 slashes out at Andrew.
How do I get back on my position?
Gotta find something to knock you back
11.
over.
Okay. And Andrew, your armor
Oh,
class is
oh.
14.
I wanted to stand on its head.
Roll a d20, Andrew. I don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure if you roll lower than armor class, it means you don't hit. So,
Oh, that would make a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Or like your hit does.
No,
No,
that's
don't worry about it, Andrew.
well,
You're fine. At least for today, since we've already started that way, because its roll is lower than your armor class, there's just no hit. I guess we'll keep playing it that way. So, any other future attacks, if your roll's lower, yeah, give them
Primary
bonus.
loaders.
You wouldn't understand. All right, so the skeleton, basically swipes at Andrew, but Andrew's a very agile man for having been in a chair. So he dodges the attack. And now Xena, you may do something. Do you want to talk to your skeleton friends?
Quit trying to bring logic back into this.
I'm biracial.
Yeah, what you guys doing? Can you teach me any of your religious hoopla?
Blah.
We can use some persuasion if I need to. Persuade them
I
to
guess
teach me
there's
some
only
shit.
two left. Do you
The high priest got spiked.
one? So you can talk to both Andrew and Zach. Do either one of you two want to disengage? All right. The disengaging part, you can you can choose to look around while they're fighting. You don't actually have to engage in the combat if that's also the route you want to take.
Me?
But yeah, like I mean, you can engage in fighting. You can literally do whatever. But they're both still fighting. So if you want to try to talk to one of the skeletons, you're gonna have to like subdue one of them in some manner. Because basically the skeletons are more or less like just aggroed now. So like unless if their aggressor is removed from the picture, they're not going to stop.
So you want me to murder one of them? I can't.
Oh
do
god,
that.
I just said subdue. Like I mean, you can technically just go for like a trip or something. You don't have to make it a. You
No,
know.
they gotta die.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
No.
Decision.
The one by Andrew over here has already been hurt. The one by Zach has not.
Correct. The
Correct.
one by Zach was
I got
originally
this.
by you, and he just ran up to Zach. The one by Andrew has been damaged. So skeleton 3 is the one by Zach. Skeleton 2 is the one by Andrew.
I
I'm
mean,
touching
in-
him with my hands.
In theory, here I half-ass look like them right now.
That's true.
So I don't really want to fuck with them. I'm gonna just let them be.
All right.
Alright, they won't be here next turn.
All right. So we'll move that as a pass. I think there's one more skeleton, which was skeleton 1. They're dead. So then it goes back to
Gone.
Zach.
Bash his forehead.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm 2d6.
Jesus Christ. All right, D20 that man.
Oh, I rolled Andrews, but I've got a 16.
16. All right. So it's gonna be a hit, whatever it is. Then roll your damage.
Oh, freaking.
Only a 3.
Yeah. I mean, you do like obviously you hit him. What does it say you hit? I don't know. Usually, so normally if you attack, you would be like, oh, I'm going to like aim for his arm or whatever. I don't know. I guess not, because if you cut somebody's like arm, like you say I'm gonna hit your arm and you roll a d20, like they die from it. It wouldn't make any sense. Like, oh, somebody just lost their arm and they died. So I guess
mean-
I'll explain where you hit him. Yeah, I mean you could die from a loss of blood or something, but like
you can bleed out
They're
in like
skeletons.
120
if your
seconds.
concept
from an
was
artery.
like, if you say like, oh, I want to stab him in the foot, and then you roll high enough damage to kill him, like I just feel like that wouldn't make
Oh yeah,
sense.
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll be kind of loose with it, but because you didn't specify where you're hitting, I'll just say like, you hit him. All you did was like take a hand off. But yes, that's 3 damage. And now, Christian, it is your turn. You have moved closer. I see.
Yeah.
Also, Andrew, try not to move your character unless it's like it's in your turn, because movement is part of combat.
I didn't move my.
I think you were on the other side of him before, but yeah, it's fine now.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch from my
I'm not
bow.
moving
I'm
it,
just gonna
really.
pull out one of my swords and
Okay.
I'm gonna hold my attack for if it aggroes onto me for some reason, or
Okay.
if
No,
it
that's
looks
fine.
like
So
it's
like,
about to do a death blow to Andrew.
yeah. So basically, your action's a counter attack. So
Yeah,
if it your
yeah, that's a lot.
conditions are one, if it attacks you, then you get a counter attack, and it also you said Andrew, which is fine. So like, if it looks like it's gonna attack basically like two nearest players, then you can initiate a counter attack during its turn. Cool. So then we'll go ahead. Skeleton 3, which is the one on Zach, is going to attack again. I'm just gonna roll a d20. Give me them good numbers. Take this boy's life. 17. Oh yeah, yeah. Now we're talking. Get this class. Yeah. So skeletons were sort of that attacked with before. It swings once again. This time making like good contact. It learned its lesson the first time. It thought it could just kind of like cut you like a normal human, but this man's no normal human. He's a very meaty orc. So let me go ahead. It's going to be piercing damage, but I have to roll. Am I stupid? There we go. Oh, I am stupid. I already forgot what damage it does. D6. Okay. And it gets a +2 to its 6.
Wait, am I supposed to get a plus to my attacks?
If you're using a weapon you're proficient with, you should be getting a plus. Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, that's fair. I should have announced it earlier. So, it does 6 damage. I'm pretty sure that's what I just rolled. I rolled a 4 and then +2. Yeah. So, Zach is taking 6 damage from the skeleton in the front. So, yeah, just on your current hit points, modify that. So, like, your current hit points are now, 6.
Hold on, wait. Would I have killed it if I would have added my bonus to it?
No, it's still alive. Skeleton 3 is. What's your bonus?
no,
Even
last
still, it's still alive.
Last
I can still add it.
Is it the thing in the middle section? Like where it says attack bonus?
So, I don't understand. I mean, it depends how you calculate your attack bonus. What I would say is basically the skeletons have a +2. I'm assuming if you're proficient in something, you just add your proficiency bonus to it. So, like, if you're using a weapon you're proficient with, I would just add +2 to whatever you're.
For some reason, I got 6 in both of those.
Well,
For attack
maybe.
bonus.
Where's attack bonus on your
6 is just
character
really
sheet?
high.
Right
I mean,
next
it
to the
could
weapon.
be. It is just a really high number.
Oh, it's
But I
plus
don't know.
onto the weapon. Okay.
Hold on, let me do this.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And technically, I was gonna make it. I mean, we still can, but I was gonna make it 4 encounters tonight. And I planned on like basically after the second one being like, hey, we can take a break. But
Oh, so it's it says at level 1, your proficiency bonus modifier plus ability modifier. So I think it's because my strength was high. Let me
That
look.
makes sense.
Yeah, my strength proficiency was 4, so yeah, I should have dealt an extra 6 damage on that skeleton last turn.
I want my health. It's still alive though.
Oh,
But it's closer to death.
yeah. You said I have how much health?
You took 6 damage.
Okay, so now I'm at 7.
And which makes, I don't know, because it's kind of reasonable. So apparently for a party of 5, 3 skeletons is considered medium difficulty. And I guess it's just because of their like output. So like that's actually a reasonable amount of damage. Like somebody here should at least come out injured.
Yeah.
In some manner. Okay. So now Andrew, it is your turn. you still have the one on top of you, and then there's one on Zach. You did notice that Zach just like got cut up pretty good, so you have enough movement to go over there. You can throw a kunai, or you can just keep attacking the one that's right beside you.
Can I move forward a little bit towards the one at Zach and then throw a kunai at it?
You can. There's no reason to move forward though. I guess. I mean, you can once again, but like your kunai's accuracy does not change at this distance. So like even if you move closer, you're as accurate now as you will be if you move closer.
You're like
Then just
10,
throw it
15
at-
feet away anyway.
Throw it at its forehead.
Do you plan on moving or anything after you throw it, or are you just gonna end your turn in the same spot? The reason I'm asking, and it doesn't matter. Nah, never mind. I'll explain it later whenever we take a break. Okay. So roll a d20. We got to.
Dope.
Okay, yeah, this is a hit. Roll a d4. Three. Huh. We've only attacked skeleton. The one beside you, Zach. Like I think you've only hit it once. Yes or
Yeah.
no? Okay, that's what I was thinking. So the attack bonus you described as a proficiency, and then your
And then
whatever.
also your like ability bonus. So I think since mine are like
So
strength
based on
weapons or
what the
something.
weapon is. Yeah, so
Yeah.
his is light, so he's gonna get a dex bonus. So you're gonna get +2 and then +2 for 7 damage. Cool. Yeah. You throw your kunai, this one also hits its skull and its skull explodes. And you know, the rest of its bones just collapse.
Can I chuck it off the wall?
Like, gone.
I wanted to chuck it
Bye-bye.
off the
You could have it would just respawn on the board. Yeah, so now it is Carrie. Also, Andrew, you can make a movement. I'm sorry, I shouldn't skip your turn immediately. If you want to move or something, you can. I guess just whenever you're done, just let Carrie know.
He's going up there. I'm attacking this one anyway.
film.
Yep. Are you doing melee or are you,
No, I'm gonna throw something at it. I feel really inspired by what he just did, and I throw one of my daggers at this one.
oh yeah. Just another d20. He said, fuck yeah, that man's cool. Wheelchair man. Oh, is yours broke? Oh. That's not that. No, that's good enough. Alright, then just do the d4. Or, well, what's your dagger? Is it a d4?
Don't have it written down.
Ooh.
It's fine. I'm assuming the dagger and kunai is probably the same stats. So 1, and then just add your dex mod and probably your ability mod. I'm assuming. I mean, yeah, because you got
Yeah.
proficiency in daggers. So
Yeah. That would just be a 1 still. Because it's a -2 and a +2.
oh, that's fine.
So,
Just -1. So
so
all right. It hits its head. To your disappointment, it does not explode like the other one. However, you notice, also that's the second kunai on this one's head, so it does have 2 sticking out of it. Well, second blade. So yeah, so there's one skelly boy remaining. He's got 2 stick out of his head. He's still aggroed. It's aware that its comrades have fallen, but like it is still fighting. Yeah, skeleton 2. That is the one that's still alive. So Andrew's moved away. Carrie is the last one to attack. So Carrie, it is going to turn towards you. And it kind of like bolts over this and attempts to slash you with its short sword whenever it bolts. We're gonna pop a d20. Just let me know what your armor class is.
Christian
I
is
don't think it
upside
hit
down.
you.
it's 8.
What?
Oh, it does hit you. So it's 8? That's
I
rough.
gotta turn you up real quick. I can't hear you.
Okay.
You are upside down.
Oh.
I'll turn you back over.
Okay.
So that's a
That's super
D6,
weird. I shouldn't
and then
have
I got
known
or a D4. I don't remember. I'll find that again real quick. D6 and then +2. So we'll go ahead. So +2. It does 5 damage to you. So yeah, whenever it's vaulting over, it slashes you. It cuts deep enough to do damage, but nothing fatal. Unless if your health is literally lower than 5, then I guess it is fatal. But
It's that tree.
yeah. So it definitely throws you off, but nothing fatal. Do a D100 roll, carry.
I need one.
Oh, no, you don't. The bag's right beside you.
Oh, it's right
Like,
here
his
anyway.
barrel. Yeah, or that too.
70.
7.
If you don't have it pulled up, I still have it pulled up, so it's no big deal. Yeah, so whenever Carrie gets slashed hard, I'm screaming. That's what you rolled before. He turns invisible again. There's a blood splatter on the floor, but like the blood like on him is also invisible with him. So
Interesting.
yes.
Very.
And basically, you'll be invisible until this skeleton's next turn. So now, if we get back around to your turn, you'll have an advantage on attack. Let me look at the order. I don't remember who. I think it's just another skeleton, but that skeleton's dead. Yeah, skeleton 2
Should be
is... No, skeleton 2 is the
me.
one that attacked. It's Xena. Yeah, it's Xena. The other skeleton. The other...
The half skeleton.
Something like that.
It's never gonna see it come in. I'll try for life tap, I guess.
Yeah, you will. I don't know how life tap works, too. This is all you, buddy.
It's 1d8.
Alright.
1d8 plus 3. And I get hit points for it. I don't know which one's fucking 8 though. That's not 8. Is it? I don't know which 8. I don't know.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
an
a
8.
D8?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got 5, and then just roll the d20. Unless if it says like it just hits automatically, I don't know.
1d8 plus 3. Yeah, I don't know. So roll a 20.
Yeah.
Oof.
1. Aw.
Amazing.
It'd be funny if your life tap hit carry right now. Yeah, no, the skeleton notices that you cast something towards it. They're very perceptive to like magic, and like it knew you weren't a skeleton anyways, but it's still very offended. But like there's no other response from it. Like it's still like it's also baffled by the disappearance of Carrie's immediate presence.
It's just confused as hell, so I didn't even hit it for anything.
No.
Fun. What a waste of time.
It was back to Zach, I think, because
You're doing
after
your best.
Xena, it was skeleton 1. Yeah,
I'm
so it's back to Zach.
Genuinely convinced that I won't roll anything over like a 6
can I make it there?
tonight.
Keep rolling, Xena. You'll find out. What Zach?
Oh my god, Xena.
I'm not fucking kidding. This is me just clicking on a fucking screen.
Hey.
Come on, man.
I'm able to make it to it. This
Get a real die.
Oh yeah, you have.
See if that's
Four,
better.
a 2, and a fucking 5.
Please don't smack me.
Smack Christian.
Roll your d20. I know you're beating the shit out of him. I know you're kind.
He's gone.
What did you roll your 20? Oh.
Hey, he's gone.
Okay, so whatever you hit, it's
Die.
going to hit. Go ahead. What's your weapons? So you roll the 7.
+6.
Yeah, so this man's just like wonky donkey, and you smack him. So yeah,
That
just,
boner dust.
yeah, basically you smash into his forehead with your weapon, just pushing the other 2 blades all the way through, also busting his skull. So
Is he dead?
yes, the combat
dead.
technically
What?
officially ends. All the enemies
What
have
the
been
heck?
defeated.
What the skeleton back?
That took a total of 3 minutes,
Um,
guys. Good job.
I let go of it.
Yeah, that was what? Yeah, 3 rounds, something like that. So you're right. So just a few things. 1, after Zach busts the final skeleton skull, his hair glows red. On his arm, it's very visible in the light. So everybody, I think everybody. Let me look at everybody's position. Yes, everybody's close enough. Everybody notices that there's a glowing red thing on his arm. 2. Andrew and Carrie, you both threw weapons. Just before you leave this area, it's probably smart to retrieve
No,
them.
no.
Just as
They
a
gotta,
basic.
they gotta know that's on their own.
I mean, yeah, but I just gotta put it out there so they remember. At least like claim that you do it. You don't have to like move to the location. Just say like I retrieve my
You
weapon.
get to
Just-
keep the chair.
I would like to do something,
Mhm.
if at all. I want to search all these skeleton bodies.
Okay, give me 2 seconds.
I like
all
it.
bodies. I want some
Gonna
souvenirs from this
feel
fight, but I
my-
did absolutely nothing. Sorry.
Okay, roll a
I made an
D20.
attempt.
Don't make me roll another fucking D20, Trey. It's a 2. Jesus. It's a 13. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, 1
Um,
minus 3 is 2.
Minus 1.
Give me 2 seconds again. I have to find it. My appendix. Oh, why did I already forget what it was called? I'll find it in a few seconds. I just have to read through these. Because you are finding something. I just have to find its name again.
Wait, what?
She is finding something, I just have to find
I
what it's
thought you
called
said
again.
fighting something. I was like, oh, holy fight. More fight.
Is this what I'm finding? Or she's finding?
I rolled D20 for fight.
Yeah, you would like that, wouldn't you?
Critical 20. Oh, it's 2.
He's
Pencil
not
in the
blowing
0.
me.
I should get a 1.
Silver,
Hey.
okay. Well, I didn't see this anywhere. Appendix A, you lying bastard.
What?
So I'm gonna just straight up say, like, yeah, you search. I mean, you said the skeleton's bodies. I guess just tell me which one you're going, so it doesn't really matter.
Number 3.
3. So 3 was the one that was near you, and it moved up to the altar when it died. So you just move your character to the altar.
Did that.
And on it, you find a silver inlaid dagger. That was like under its cloak that it was wearing. Would you like to take this item?
Yes.
Okay. You are now in possession of a silver inlaid dagger. Which, for the love of God, where is it? Because like I'm sure it has a special property. But it's just not showing up on my computer. Because I'm a little stupid. Anyway. Anyways, oh, that is an action. Since we're not in combat, you guys can kind of resume procedures as is. So if anybody has action, let me know.
Can I go get my kunai back?
Yeah, so just I mean, basically, it can all be one action. You can just be like, hey, I reclaim these items.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick up my 1 arrow that I'm probably standing right by. That I shot and missed the skeleton.
Yeah, that's fair. Are your arrows limited? Like, I think they are, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I've got 20.
Gotcha.
So I
Still
mean, if it's
intact.
destroyed, that's whatever. But then I'm also
Yeah.
gonna go up to the altar and look at the herring carving and like start trying to see if there's anywhere I can press, like there's a hidden wall or something.
I guess do a perception check.
That's a D20,
Perception.
correct?
And I'm gonna do perception, then follow it up with wisdom.
Okay, that's a lot of words. Just checks.
Yeah, so just D20 twice, and just
Alright.
add.
I think
I'm sorry,
3
follow it up
is
with religion. So do a. So that's your perception check, and then do one for. whatever religion
what's
is.
The number 16 plus 3, that's 19.
Yeah.
And religion will be this plus 1. So 20.
Christian
19 and
is
20.
Yeah. So for your perception check, you are looking at the heron, and you just kind of quickly realize that the red glowing thing on the orc's arm looked very much like this heron. and then it comes to you. Even though, okay, I guess I'll ask. Mechanically, do you want to be from this world? Like, it's totally fine if you're not from this world. We can find out how to work that. But do you want your character to be from this plane of existence, or
Yeah, I mean, I can work with that.
okay? Yeah. So, although as a ranger, you're kind of more in tune with nature, spirits or whatever. Um, you do notice the sign of Avicen, which is the like basically an archangel that helps keep evil at bay in this plane. And her symbol is a heron. This symbol can also be found like it appears that there's a heron on the moon, which is associated with her. So basically, the symbol both on the orc's arm and on the banner are the same thing, and they're associated with basically the only deity in this world. There is no other like angelic or godly deity in this world.
Alright, then I'm gonna ask Zach his name, because I feel like shouting "Hey orc" all the time is gonna get real old, and see if he responds.
Yes.
And I choose not to.
Alright, he chooses not to respond. Well, I'm gonna be like, fuck. Alright, audibly, you hear me go, fuck. Bring your arm over here.
Couldn't make me.
This makes
You
it
can-
difficult.
I will say, so like obviously trying to do a strength check against him is gonna be
Dumb.
hard. However, hear me out. You can announce your revelations to the whole group and do a combined strength check if he still resists.
I hope everybody gets ones.
Is anyone else from this world? Or is it just me?
So go ahead and discuss that amongst yourselves. So I guess if you are, just say you are. If not, then
Alright, so I already forgot the angel's name, so I'm just gonna refer to it as the Archangel. But I'm gonna be like, who does anyone here know what this herring symbol means? That'll just clue me in on if they're from the world.
okay. So Carrie is. I guess I'll write this down.
Alright. So he's the only one to answer. So, are you a halfling?
No.
Dude, I don't know what you are. I can't tell from your character
I
model.
look like human, but not.
Oh, you're a DLC race.
Sure, bud.
Dude, I don't
Okay,
know.
we're
Alright,
familiar with
whatever.
that.
So do you want to tell everyone, or do you want me to?
Yeah, Mr. Garzvog.
You do
Tell everyone my name.
No,
Never
I
mind.
don't know your name.
it.
Alright, so, Mr. Orc, you've been branded with the symbol of the deity for this region. Kingdom, whatever.
We should cut his arm
And
off.
The
it's
whole world, basically. Yeah.
alright, that's a solid plan. We'll put a pin in that. And it's also what's right here on the wall. So you can try to interact with it and see if that does something, or the group can decide what we'll do from here.
Can I do charisma and try to persuade him to do it?
So, I know we did kind of that in the last session. I didn't look it up. I'm pretty sure typically you wouldn't do checks against your own teammates. So I will allow you guys, I guess, as a group to decide if that's something you want to do. The only problem is, once again, like if somebody
still
has
say
incredibly
eat
low
dicks.
strength and somebody has really good strength, they could just, I don't know, basically push the other person every other time. It's any of charisma, like you could just kind of force a certain person every time to do something.
Oh, it's in the heart of the dice.
Yeah.
It's skewed though. Yeah.
I mean, with my track record so far, I probably wouldn't persuade anybody to do anything anyway.
Yeah, so
But
I'll
you
let
give it an
y'all.
honest attempt.
attempt.
I think
I'm gonna check out my dagger since nobody's doing anything.
You know, I don't know what it
Ammo?
does. It's supposed to be in the appendix.
Well, fuck, I don't know.
I know,
Bring
that's
out a
what's
dagger.
killing me.
You want to look
It's
at
Plus
like-
5 damage to undead. I don't know. I just pulled that out of my ass. Don't take that as anything.
Pulled the dagger out of his ass.
I'm a necromancer. I don't know that I want it to do damage to undead.
I mean, if your
Or what if
creation's
they
turned
betray
on you.
you?
We're gonna be
Yeah.
fighting a lot of undead.
That's also
Um,
very true.
That is fair.
You know what? There was an image of it. I wonder if I click on the image, if it will just give me a description. Because this shit's not making any sense.
Alright, well, since no one's still doing anything, I'm just
So-
gonna...
Christian, what were you trying to get Zach to do? Tell him your name and then tell,
I-
or
I
tell
just-
you his name and then what?
I just didn't want to call him Orc the whole time, because I feel like that's disrespectful, but he can
and then
eat
you were gonna
ass.
do a strength check to make him do something.
No, I
That
was...
is Armor.
I was suggesting that he should try to interact with something near the altar. Because the one skeleton was excited at his appearance, and he's branded with the deity of
Maybe just
the
thought I
area.
looked pretty.
No, that's impossible. Orcs are disgusting.
Well, so are skeletons.
Maybe they were orcs in a past life, in which case,
We
good,
are
they're
all part skeleton. Take it
Oh
back.
my god.
dead. Big scale is onto us, guys.
Also,
But
I'm
yeah.
just gonna go back to my original form since we're
I'll go
doing
around
stuff
starting
again.
to smash more skeletons.
Also, Carrie, you're no longer visible. or invisible, fuck.
But yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna just like poke around the altar and stuff. This main area here.
I'm gonna
Okay,
ignore what Christian said. I'm gonna just kind of go around and like perceive my own stuff. Like,
Steve.
yeah.
Alright, do a perception check. Christian, sorry, because you said you're searching near the altar.
Yeah. Then it's +3. 4 + 3 is 7.
Alien.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of like ruins or like crumbly stuff, but you don't. Hey, what you perceiving? Where you at, Zach? Where you at?
15 + 4. I'm a player.
Cool. Out of the corner of your eye, you see. Dick. Give me 2 seconds.
Rings.
Actually, I actually need to. I found the description for Xenis. Actually, Xenis, I'll just tell you this, and I'll proceed talking to Zach. So the picture it has attached to the document is basically a picture of a Magic the Gathering card, and reading it over, I'm pretty sure it's going to do the exact same thing, even though I can't find the appendix. So, the silver inlay dagger you found, it just says the blessed silver etchings on this dagger grant you +1 bonus to attack rolls against lycanthropes, fiends, and undead. A lycanthrope struck by this weapon takes an extra 1d6 radiant damage. So, +1 damage. So like you have your attack bonus or whatever, and then you get to add 1 to it if you're attacking a lycanthrope, a fiend, or an undead. Beyond that, it's even more effective against lycanthropes because you get to add an extra 1d6. So yeah, that's just. I'll give it to you in some manner. I have basically a folder on my computer labeled D&D.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you guys just want to do something like that. Just kind of have like a folder with your character name, and then if I ever have documents for you or just something to add to your character, slap it in there. I don't know, but yeah, point is that is in your possession now. You can also just sell it really if you wanted to, but
Cool.
all right. And then Zach, you rolled a 15
15 + 4.
perception. Yeah, you did. Alright, oh, why am I scrolling on both? Point is, he found something, and it's gonna be a typing bowl that you found. I just have to find what's in it really quick. Yeah. So, like, you know, you're at this back wall, scanning your head, and just where you're standing, a glimmer of light near the altar kind of hits your eye. So you walk over and check it out, and in it, like under some rubble, there is a collecting bowl. And inside of it, there's 17 copper pennies. I think it's copper pieces. 14 silver pieces and 2 gold pieces.
Damn, he rich.
I'll take it and not say anything.
The whole. You want to take the whole container? You taking just the coin? I wouldn't take the whole container.
Puts the container in his butt.
What's the container look like?
So it's just kind of an ornate container. I mean, it looks pretty. And it has like a few jewels around it, but you know, nothing super crazy.
I guess I'll take it. No,
You
I'm not
hoarder.
gonna-
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to write down that that's in your possession, so that I have it somewhere.
How much coin I get?
2 gold, 15 silver, and 17 copper.
Let me double check. The gold was definitely right. I don't remember the others. Yeah, 2 gold, 14 silver, 17 copper.
I was 1 off on the silver.
Copper and how much?
How much copper? 17.
Yeah,
17 and silver.
14.
14.
What's EP and PP?
I think platinum is P.
Platinum's one of them. I
don't
think
know
the
what
other
E
one's like
is.
called Elysium.
E is like
or something
super
like
rare.
that. Or maybe it's Electrum. It's something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something weird like that.
We all started with 15 GP, right?
Started 70.
I think I started with 15.
70.
Oh,
70.
2000.
Also, I
Yeah,
think I
seems
forgot to
big.
pay the
Did you just
tavern.
make that up?
No, I'm looking at it.
I think Trey or somebody said that we all start with like 15 or something.
I
Oh.
think I started with.
My penis
24.
insane.
I don't
My
remember where did I get 15 then?
Yeah, it's because
I had
you
15, and then I think I like my character started with like a bag that had 9 coins in it or some shit. So I have
Yeah,
a little bit more.
I think it depends on your background, and you can also roll for starting gold and then buy equipment with it, and then that's
Yeah.
get the remainder.
You can like technically like buy lodging, equipment, transportation, services, stuff like that. So yeah, it's got uses. It just depends how you wanna try to work it. Bribery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if no one's doing anything, I'm gonna just start searching all the pews. I'm gonna just turn this building upside down.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Do you have no fucking control? No self-control? You're just gonna tear up all this religious everything?
No,
You
just-
fucking pig?
I mean, I'm not throwing things around. I'm just looking around. Everything here's
You
dead.
said I'm turning this whole place upside down.
He did. Just a
I
like
know.
broad
Okay.
inspection of it, it does look like a lot more rubble. Everybody's recovered their items so far, I think. I don't remember if Carrie grabbed his dagger, but for the most part, everybody's
Where
got their
was-
stuff back.
Where is this herring at? You said it's on a flag or something? What is
It's
it?
Yeah,
like
there's
back
just
here.
the banner behind the podium, so yeah, just
I'm
basically
assuming.
right behind you.
Can we inspect the banner?
You can. I guess you can choose how you want to inspect it. Like you can use any trait, perception, wisdom, whatever.
Actually,
I mean, perception, intelligence, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm.
Religion. That's the other one.
It more than likely won't matter. Let's see. I mean, perception and wisdom are the same. I'd get a +1 for that.
I meant to say religion, but it just depends like what aspect you're trying to like. If you're looking around for something behind it, that's one thing. If you're trying to like decipher a little bit more from it, that might be something else.
Checking it out. I got a 10 +1.
You're just like checking it out.
Anything interesting about
Oh,
anything I can learn, anything near it, anything.
I mean, it looks like it's surprisingly like what's not dusty. What's a synonym for? But point is, it looks like it's surprisingly like clean for being in this decrepit chapel. But beyond that, nothing looks super special about it or behind it or anything. Like it's just there.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up my dagger and walk out. 'Cause I don't need to be here.
Yeah, that's right. Get out of
I
here.
am-
Get out of here. Okay.
It's a fair move. Like you just yeeted. Yeah, before I leave, I'm just if this isn't a thing, just let me know, but I'm gonna do a history check on the banner just to see how old it is.
You can. I'm gonna be honest. You might be throwing me in a loop here because
Yeah, that's
measurements are a little hard for me, but go for it.
you're measuring time. No, I meant like time. Alright,
No, I
7
know
plus
exactly
3,
what you
that's
mean.
10.
It's just there's no time frame written down for
Oh
it.
yeah.
The banner itself doesn't exist within the textbook. It's another thing that I've added in. Therefore, just I would have to write out some random time, which is fine. Like winging it's a big part of being a DM. But anyways, yeah, you rolled a 7. Uh, I'll say that there's a sense of confusion when you look at it, because you do notice the same thing that Xena kind of noticed, the fact that the whole chapel itself is really old looking, but the banner
Crisp.
appears to be, yeah, kind of fresh. Going back to your earlier religion check of it being, a banner of Avicen, the literally the only deity in this world, basically. You basically make the assumption like, hey, it's possibly like, oh, maybe she actually has some power, and like it's looks like it's staying crisp because it is a symbol of her.
Alright, yeah. I'm just gonna dip if we're not
It's fair.
gleaning any
That's
further
fair.
information from inside the chapel.
The chapel's, she's juiced out, I think. I mean, just to be fair.
I mean, I
Is
have
there an
theories,
actual
but-
book in the chapel or any kind of stuff where they were doing
Nah, that book is just there
rituals?
on the thing. Like, it would have been maybe what they were reading from if you would like to, I don't know,
Yeah.
inspect it, but okay.
Already checked the
Um,
altar.
Man, if I can ever learn some necromancer shit, I want to learn it, but I
I
doubt
see
I
what you're saying. Yeah, well, you should doubt it. Yeah, you just read it. It's written in commoner, because they were just literal humans. That basically well, I guess I can't tell you that because it's not part of what you asked. But yeah, you read the book, and it just appears to be text on Avicen and some of the feats that she's completed. Uh, how should I? Because I don't know enough history about her. I don't want to go too far ahead. It looks like part of it was handwritten. So like you have kind of printed text, and then towards the end, it looks like somebody has wrote, and it's just basically scribblings talking about the possibility that Avicen has been sealed away. But it scribbles, and it literally it's just kind of like, has Avicen been sealed or something like that. Yeah, we'll just say that's exactly what it says. Like, has Avicen been sealed? And there's like a question mark at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, but nothing.
Reading
Yeah.
this is like helpful information for me. So since like a big characteristic of my like person in general is that I can like forge documents and official papers if I've seen an example of handwriting, yada yada
Mhm.
yada. Like because I have this like I have the potential to kind of come up with a little bit of an idea of a persona so far, but nothing solid yet.
I don't know if I entirely understand it, but that's something we can either talk about later,
Yeah.
or I can just kind of read over your thing. I would just say, like, in your own personal notes, just kind of jot down, and I guess I'll do it too, that you read from, I guess, a book at the altar in the church, something like that.
Yeah.
But,
Don't worry about it. People are being sus.
I think 2 people are outside. Zach's got money, Xena's got a dagger. Yes.
I go outside.
No, go back in. Just playing. And then Andrew's headed outside.
Yeah, I'm going outside. I'm good.
Alright, squad is out.
Bring me outside.
What was I?
I'll push him outside.
Yeah, you can just yoink him.
These people
Man's
are
got
being
legs.
sus.
Yeah, you did see a lot of
He
that.
has
Nobody's gonna ask him about that.
Nah, it's fine.
You rock the lead.
He's very not forthcoming with answers because he's a spy.
Yeah, he's probably mega suspicious
Mega
about
sus.
that. Alright, everybody is back out here again. Alright.
Ooh, it's spooky. I forgot how spooky it was.
Scary.